Have you ever sat in a meeting, ideas brimming at the edge of your tongue, but a nagging doubt holds you back from speaking? It's a silent struggle, one that many of us face in our professional lives. This persistent self-doubt, this invisible barrier, can be especially daunting for women in executive positions. Picture this: a boardroom filled with suits and ties, where every word carries weight and every decision has consequences. In the midst of it all, there's a woman, an executive with ideas that could change the game. But she's silent, her voice drowned out by her own self-doubt, her brilliance overshadowed by her male counterparts. It's a story that's been told too many times, a narrative that needs to change. After all, your ideas matter, your voice matters. But what if we told you there's a way to overcome this self-doubt and let your ideas shine? Before we delve into Jane's journey, let's take a moment to connect. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. It's your support that allows us to bring you these relatable stories, inspiring narratives that we hope will empower you to overcome your own struggles. And if you're battling self-doubt like Jane, remember, you're not alone. Share your experiences in the comment section below. Let's create a supportive community where we can learn and grow together. Now back to Jane's story, a story of resilience, determination, and triumph over self-doubt. Meet Jane, a top executive at a Fortune 500 company who found herself in this very situation. Jane, a powerhouse in the corporate world, is known for her keen intellect and relentless drive. She's aced project after project, each one bigger and more complex than the last. Her team admires her for her tenacity, her competitors respect her for her prowess, and her superiors acknowledge her as a force to be reckoned with. But behind closed doors, Jane grapples with a silent adversary: self-doubt. Despite her accomplishments, she often finds herself questioning her worth, her ability, and her place in the boardroom. This nagging uncertainty has held her back from voicing her ideas in important meetings, from really laying claim to her space in the corporate sphere. It's a struggle many of us can relate to, the fear of being seen as less than capable, less than worthy. Jane knew she had to overcome her self-doubt to truly succeed. Then came the day when Jane decided to take control of her self-doubt. No longer was she going to let her fears and insecurities hold her back from being the confident and assertive executive she knew she could be. She decided to seek professional help, turning to a trusted coach who specialized in executive communication. The coach worked with Jane, helping her understand that her voice mattered, that her ideas were valuable, and that she had every right to express them. Jane also began practicing mindfulness techniques, learning to stay present and focused in the moment rather than getting lost in her anxieties. She started meditating daily, which helped her manage stress and keep her mind clear. Slowly but surely, Jane started to see a change. Her self-doubt began to fade, replaced by a newfound confidence. She began to speak up more in meetings, to assert herself, to make her voice heard. Jane started seeing a change, but the real test was yet to come. The day of the big meeting arrived and Jane was ready. She walked into that conference room, heart pounding but head held high. She was armed with her knowledge, her experience, and most importantly, her newfound self-confidence. As she began to share her ideas, her voice did not waver. It was strong, clear, and assertive. The room was silent, every eye on her, every ear tuned into her words. She was not just speaking, she was captivating her audience. Her colleagues listened attentively, nodding their approval, their faces reflecting the respect they had for her. They saw her not only as a colleague, but as a leader. The room was filled with an energy of admiration and respect. She left that meeting with a sense of accomplishment she had never felt before. She had faced her fear, her self-doubt, and she had triumphed. Jane had finally conquered her self-doubt. Jane's story isn't unique. Many of us struggle with self-doubt in professional settings. This battle is not just hers or yours. It's a shared experience that many of us face. But remember, acknowledging this self-doubt is the first step towards overcoming it. It's not a sign of weakness, but a signal to seek help and grow. There are resources available, mentors to guide, and strategies to employ. Mindfulness techniques, for instance, can be a powerful tool in this journey. It helps us stay present, focus on our strengths, and silence the nagging voice of doubt. But most importantly, remember that this journey is not a sprint, but a marathon. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. And just like Jane, you don't have to do it alone. There's strength in numbers and in shared experiences. Remember, self-doubt is not a life sentence. It's a hurdle that can be jumped. Just like Jane, you too can shine in your professional life. Woman up!